Hi guys, I'm Mr. Bo, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the 8 brand new Crucible maps coming with the Taken King. Now Game Informer has a brand new article detailing each of the 8 brand new maps, and if you guys want to go check it out, I will leave a link in the description below. But I'm going to be showing you the 8 brand new maps as well as a description that Bungie has given them. So 4 of these maps you might already know, you've seen them from events like E3 and Gamescom. And the first map we have is Bannerfall, which is located in the last city on Earth. Bungie says, at one time there was a 4th faction that held court in this tower along with the beginnings of the new monarchy faction. You can see that in the banners on each side of the map. On one side you'll have familiar new monarchy, but on the other side you'll have an unfamiliar logo that is still tattered and torn from when this faction used to exist. So that is really cool to see that there was this other 4th faction which doesn't exist anymore. The next map we have is Frontier, which is located in the city perimeters on Earth. Bungie says one of the landmarks on the map is a little gondola platform, which is actually the same gondola you see in Twilight Gap. The idea is these 2 maps are connected to each other. In the skybox you can actually see that little outpost up in the mountains. Again, that's really cool to see that they're connecting maps. So basically Twilight Gap is on the top of this hill and down below it is this brand new map Frontier. The third map we have is Crossroads, which is located at the Lost Oasis on Mars. Bungie says it's an interesting mix of that familiar Vex architecture that leans a little bit more towards the metallic instead of the crumbled stone. There are giant rotted out tree stumps that provide some good cover. It's almost 2 maps because there's an entire chunk that functions as its own main body where teams spawn. Then there is a separate island that is a gnarled mass of trees and roots set way off to the side. They're connected via launchers that catapult you across the map, as well as 3 sets of teleporters. The 4th map we have is Sector 618, which is located in the Cosmodrome Wall on Old Russia, and this is the PlayStation 4 exclusive map, so Xbox users are not going to be able to go on this map. Bungie says the core footprint of the map is the square created by the bridges. We wanted players to take advantage of all the movement opportunities with the platforms. You have these 2 bridges, but on either side you have these multi-stage jump routes where you can platform up to the high bridge and then jump along the side to get the drop on another player. We wanted to give players a lot of different ways to move through the space in interesting ways. We're now going to move on to some of the newer maps which you won't have seen before. So the first one is Ghost Ship, which is located in the Fondling Gaias on the Reef. Bungie says Ghost Ship features some low gravity effects, so dead guardians and other objects will slowly float away. One of my favourite things in this map is when someone is running through one of the tiny vent connections and they get killed by another player and ragdoll out into the hall. It tells a little story all by itself. And this map looks really cool. It has the bluey purple skybox which you're used to in the Reef, so it's really nice to see we're getting some more stuff in that location. The next map we have is Exile, which is located on the Hive Fleet, which is a Hive prison cell that sits inside one of Oryx's ship that orbits Saturn. Bungie says there are 3 main lanes through the map. There is the bridge side that takes you out past a window that shows you Saturn and some of the other ships in Oryx's fleet. Down the middle of the map is a ramp that takes you through a circular room with a crystal in it. In that room is a drop down which allows you to enter a lower catacomb level. This map does look pretty cool, but out of the maps we do have, I think this is probably my least favourite in terms of look. Moving on, we then have Memento, which is located in the European Dead Zone on Earth, the same location that Widow's Court was at. However, Bungie says Memento is much more vertical than Widow's Court. There is one building in Widow's Court that has an elevation shift, but Memento has a couple of significant elevation shifts where you can get some real strong high ground advantages. And then the last map we have is Vertigo, which is located on the Caloris Basin on Mercury. We're getting our 2nd map on Mercury, and this one looks just as cool as the Burning Shrine. Bungie says one of the key features of the map is a one-way teleporter that splits players out on a really powerful platform on the other side of the map. That platform gives you great coverage of both ends of the map and really opens up some interesting gameplay moments. Vertigo's one central control room is really crucial and gives you fast access to anywhere on the map. So those are the 8 brand new Crucible maps you're going to be able to play. If you're on PlayStation 4, you'll get all 8. If you're on Xbox, you won't have Sector 618. Personally, I think all these maps look really cool. They all have their own standout look to them and features, and we're going to some new places we haven't been before. Out of all of them, either Vertigo or Ghost Ship are my favourite in terms of the look of them, and Game Informer has said they are going to be taking a more in-depth look at the map Vertigo later on in the month, so I'll be sure to cover that when they do that for you guys. But let me know out of these 8 maps which one is your favourite from the looks of them, and if you guys want to go check out the full Game Informer article, they have these videos as well as more details about the maps, then you can click the link in the description below. If you guys missed my previous video in which I went over some brand new details, including a brand new item Xur is going to be selling in the Taken King to get you exotics easier, as well as what the gunsmith is going to be doing in the Taken King, then you can click the link on screen or in the description below. Feel free to give the like button a big old hug and subscribe for tons more Destiny content and coverage. You can follow me over on Twitter at I am Mr. Bo. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.